Good day everyone, I am Jaya Maria Basha. I'm here to report or to discuss the lesson of chapter 3 entitled The Cultures in School. Okay, to start with, what is important to learn about culture? So understanding culture will help us overcome and prevent racial and ethnic division. So racial and ethnic division results in misunderstanding, lost opportunities, and sometimes violence. Okay, by learning and understanding different culture, you will understand why people things they do, and you will identify other people's, you will sympathize their situation, should we say, in their situation. This facilitates understanding, and you can prevent misunderstanding. So the next slide is what is other cultures in school. So according to Fuller 2007, school culture can be defined as the guiding beliefs and values evident in the way a school operates. School culture can be used to encompasses all attitudes, expected behaviors, and values that impact how to school operates. So should we say this is the term of school generally refers to the beliefs, perception, relationship, attitudes, and written rules that shape influence every aspect of how school function, but the term also encompasses more in concrete issues such as physical and emotional safety of students. And also this is the orderliness of school and public spaces, or the degree to which school embraces and celebrate racial and ethnic, linguistic, or cultural diversity. Okay, so there are four existing teaching culture. The first one is individualism. So individualism refers to classroom as egg crates or castles, and it is also the autonomy, isolation, and installation prevail, and blame and support are avoided. It means that the egg crate is how teacher and many school work separated from other teacher, and it is also describe how school leaders and reform think about teachers are easily swappable or removable. Okay, the second one is collaboration. Okay, collaboration refers to the teacher who choose spontaneously and voluntarily to work together without external control agenda. So, while collaboration is routine in a profession such as scientific research, healthcare, architecture, and performing arts, most schools are not structured so that teacher can learn from one another, coordinate lessons, discuss data, or share ideas. And also, collaboration is not a goal in itself or a specific prescription for change. Instead, collaboration practice take many different forms and go by many different names, like school, districts, or individual departments do not necessarily institute only one collaborative practice, but many foster collaboration in various ways, and making it difficult to test out the effects of any single approach to collaboration. The third one is contrived collegiality. Contrived collegiality refers to the teacher's collaborative working relationship, which are compulsory imposed with fixed time and places. It means that it is collegiality consists of administrative contrived interaction among teachers where they meet and work implement the curricula and instructional strategies developed by others, and also collaborative foster teacher curriculum development. Contrived collegiality, enhance administrative control. Right? The last one is balkanization. Okay, balkanization, it refers to the teacher who neither isolated nor work as a whole school, and also it is a smaller collaborative groups form. Okay, it says that when a teacher create isolated isolation subgroups within a bigger community, for example, for this is a primary schools or a group or a subject-based group, is not to mean that individual work of separate groups leads to balkanization. Or should we say balkanization causes negative consequences for students and teacher and also the development. The next is how do you include different in other school? So there are 6 ways teachers can foster culture awareness in a classroom. First one in express interest in ethnic background and of your student. So express an interest in ethnic background of your students. It is encourage your students to research and share information about their ethnic background as mean as a fostering in a trusting relationship with a fellow classmates. And also it is analyze and celebrate differences in tradition, beliefs, and social behavior. So the second is direct your role in a classroom from instructor to facilitator. This means that shifting roles from a lecturer to facilitator who provide resources, monitors progress, and encourages students to solve their problem. And also teacher right benefits when they see or how excited their students are about applying their knowledge to solve their specific problem. And in tradition, classroom students who are not native English speakers often feel marginalized or lost, and or should we say pressure into disregarding their original language in favor of English. So the third one is a strict maintain a strict level of sensitivity of language concern. So in culturally it is a responsive classroom diversity of language. It is celebrated and the level of instructional materials provided to non-native speakers are tolerated to their level of English fluency. And also it is a accompanying material should be provided in students' primary language, and the students should be encouraged to master their English. So the fourth one is maintain high expectation for students' performance. This is a given culturally responsive instruction is a student-centered philosophy, or it should be say or should come as no surprise that expectation for achievements or determine and assigns individually for each students. So students don't receive lavish praise for simple tasks but do receive a praise in proportion to their accomplishment. So if a student is not completing her work or her task, then one should engage the students positively and help them guide the students toward explaining how complete an initial step that need to be done complete in a given assignment or a task. Okay, next is incorporate methods for self-testing. So in this method, it is potent method for helping students become active participants in learning is to refrain the concept of testing. While testing it is usually associated with grades in traditional classrooms. In cultural responsive classroom, frequent is non-graded tests can be used to provide progress checks and ensure that the student don't fall behind or required requirements. So in teaching students to self-test while learning new information will help them better remember and use what they learn in class and will help them realize on their own when they need to study a topic in a greater depth. So lastly is maintain an inclusive or curriculum that remains respectful of differences. So means that a culturally responsive curriculum is both inclusive in that it is ensure that all students are included with all the aspect of schools and acknowledge the uniqueness of differences students may be possessed, or a culturally responsive curriculum also encourages teachers understanding and recognition of each students of an school culture, life, and background. And also it provides a means for them to incorporate this information into a curriculum, thus promoting inclusion. Okay, and the last slide, which is the classification. So there are 9 classification in other culture in school. The first one is school statement or purpose, school management plan, school policies such as the students' welfare policy, school's prospectus, school's motto, information or induction booklet for newly appointed staff, school's newsletter, and lastly, interactions between teachers and students. So that's all my report. Thank you for watching.